Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the most interactive wrestling show on the interweb. Welcome back to Wrestling with Omer. We have a bit of breaking news right as we're coming on the air. Carlito. Yes, Carlito, one third, fourth, fifth, whatever of the Judgment Day is now done, it looks like, with WWE. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about so much more. I see Job already in the chat. This is crazy. This, of course, coming off the heels of the R-Truth news that has completely just shocked a lot of people, including myself. The news of R-Truth being or having his contract not be renewed, I should say. Absolutely baffling news coming out of the professional wrestling world today, courtesy of WWE. We're going to talk about it. We have Michelle in the chat. This is not a wrestling company, nor is it a sports entertainment company. Excuse me. It doesn't matter if you're a top-selling merchandise or if crowd is into you. This is straight up corporate horse shit. We got Wall Street Money saying, yo, everyone sound off in the chat. Give me your reactions. We're going to talk about the news of the day. R-Truth, of course, not being renewed. Before we get to that, though, be sure to smash that thumbs up so as many people as possible see this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to guarantee your question or statement is read out on the air, be sure to leave a super chat. All right. We will talk about the fallout. I see a couple of you mentioning AEW. We'll talk about the fallout of this and what that possibly could mean for them. But let's start with, first, the original story that got a lot of this going earlier today. As you can see, there it is. Now you can see it. It's in all its glory. There it is, finally. Technical difficulties is just what I've known for. But earlier today, R-Truth, Ron the Truth Killings, as he was formerly known as, said the following on X. I'm sorry to inform you all, I just got released from WWE. I want to thank WWE for the ride, but mostly, I want to thank each and every one of you who was along for the ride. Thank you for all the love, support, and appreciation you've given me over the years. Thank you. So that was R-Truth, and, you know, we won't go through every single piece here, but many stars across not just the WWE universe, but elsewhere as well, you know, just talking about what R-Truth means to them. I think R-Truth has cemented himself as genuinely one of the most endearing and funny acts in WWE history. Like, you know, for a while, I always used to think Santino Marella was, like, you know, the funniest, like, comedy character in WWE, but I do think that R-Truth took that mantle and he ran with it basically for the past decade, and I think he did it better than anyone, because, like, this, like, whole gimmick of R-Truth where he was like, oh, this either he was like an evil genius who was pretending to be stupid, or he was, like, legitimately one of the least self-aware characters in the history of pro wrestling. But it was entertaining nonetheless. But you can see the reaction. Donovan Dijak saying, you're the best. Hope we can run it back, bro. Jade Cargill saying thank you. You got Chiseled Adonis getting in on it. People, obviously fans as well, reacting. Rhea Ripley, obviously, in all seriousness, this is literally so heartbreaking. Thank you, Truth. Hate this so much. Trinity Fatu. Lexa Bliss, thank you, with the teary eyes. Ricochet, AEW talent Ricochet, saying, you're an amazing talent and an even better person. Go enjoy life, Unk. Jinder Mahal saying thank you. Scarlett Bordeaux, Zelina Vega, the list goes on. Kaylani Jordan. Just a lot of people. I mean, that is not CM Punk, but, you know, obviously, a lot of people shouting out R-Truth. A lot of people talking about what R-Truth meant to them. And if we're being honest, I mean, again, he is genuinely one of the most entertaining characters, actors, whatever, in pro wrestling history. And even, like, I think I even saw a tweet by Dominic where he's like, you know, Tom and Nick Mysterio, both thank you for everything. And you know, like, that was like a nice callback to R-Truth always calling him Dominic Mysterio. By the way, guys, be sure to smash that thumbs up if you haven't already. I see 39 of you in here, so please smash that thumbs up as we get on along with the commentary here. So after R-Truth posted that, we had not just a flurry of outreach for R-Truth, but there was also reporting about not just the reaction, but the logistics of this quote-unquote release. R-Truth said it was a release, but it looks like there was a bit of a nuance there. WWE is not renewing R-Truth's contract, and as a result, he will be departing once it expires. This was reported by PW Insider. I believe Fightful has also confirmed it. So he will be leaving as his contract expires. So it does look like this is a contract expiring kind of deal and not a deal where he is simply being let go for the sake of being let go. Regardless, right now, as it stands, according to Sean Ross Sapp, R-Truth was one of the top merch sellers recently in WWE. He was just last week, in fact, challenging for the WWE Championship in the main event against John Cena of a pretty prominent premium live event. So, in my view, I am just baffled. I am just baffled at the idea that R-Truth would not be in WWE. I genuinely believe that R-Truth would be a WWE lifer. And I think a lot of us did. I think a lot of us believed he would be a WWE lifer. And the fact that we are now in a situation where R-Truth is not only going to be a free agent, it looks like, but WWE seemingly willingly let him go, and they're choosing not to even consider bringing him back right now is baffling to me. Okay, it was a non-title match. See, he was facing the WWE champion, all right? That was a major program, all right? Regardless, all right, it was a non-title chat. I get it. God damn, I get it, chat. It was a non-title match. Okay. It was a non-title match. I get it. Calm down now. Anyway, I'm just working myself into a shoot, brother. I wouldn't be the first person to do that, brother. But no, it's absolutely insane. And I see a lot of you guys with your chats. There's an insane amount of chat, so I appreciate every single one of you. We'll go through some of these reactions, and then we'll talk about the other stories that are coming out of this, because this is not just the only thing we're talking about today. I used to have R-Truth figurine when I was a kid, and when he had the gold pants and his name on the side of it, so sad, man. Think it'd be great for AEW. I'll talk about that in a little bit. R-Truth thing bothered me. We got Gabe in the chat saying, think he'll go to TNA so he can still work with WWE in a sense. That's also a possibility. Would really love to see Truth go do his music, and hoping he enjoys himself at 53. Much love. I will say at 53, man, he looks a lot better than I do right now in my late 20s than he does at 53. Like, shout out to R-Truth. Man, my man found that fountain of youth, and he's not looking back. R-Truth running in on the Women's Rumble. Yeah, drop your favorite R-Truth memory in the chat, guys. Drop your favorite R-Truth memory in the chat. Let's talk about it. I mean, there's so many for me. I loved the 2015 through 2018 era of R-Truth. We were that was when he was starting his incoherent babbling era. I loved when he there was a segment leading up to, I believe, Money in the Bank 2015 or 2016, where Truth comes down, it's the truth is gonna tell you about what's going on in Money in the Bank at WrestleMania. I conquered my fear of ladders. And the truth is about to win Money in the Bank. And then, Kane just goes, you're not even in the match. And he's like, oh, my bad, New Orleans. Y'all be good. I love that, bro. That shit had me dying. And that was an era of WWE that was horse shit. We're talking about actual entertainment, right? So I love that. He also, look, Truth has always been a really funny guy. And you could tell Vince loved him, apparently. That was a big thing. Vince McMahon genuinely thought R-Truth was one of the most entertaining people. And that's also what makes this crazy, because I think it's universal. We're seeing from the reaction of people that people are genuinely upset. And we'll talk about this. Fightful actually had some reporting about the about the backstage sentiment, and it is not good in WWE in relation to this decision not to continue with R-Truth in his contract. So we'll talk about that in a sec. But man, like R-Truth was just amazing, man. Like, or maybe he is amazing. He's not. Look. He's not. He's still here. I guarantee you this. He will find a way to pop up on a entertainment platform, whether it be music, whether it be wrestling. I think we have not seen the last of Ron the Truth killings. I promise you that. We'll always love that R-Truth documentary for sure. R-Truth stayed relevant without winning a lot of matches or titles. What do you mean winning and not winning a lot of titles? That man is like, Richard, isn't he like a 57-time 24/7 7-Eleven I-95 European South American champion or something? Hold up. 24/7 title. We're gonna do a Google fact or a Wikipedia fact check on this. So, all right, here we go. Oh, let me just take you off the screen real quick, Michelle. All right, so we got the Wikipedia fact check. Most reigns, 54. Hey, look, I was close, man. I was close. I almost had a red number. What did I say, like 52? Yeah, I was close, man. I was close. But yeah, 54 title reigns. And this belt was around for 3 years. Yo, the 24/7 championship was absolutely goofy, man. Absolutely goofy. Hey, this guy. I saw you in the comment section in my other video. Thank God. 53 is absolutely great. Actually, no, that's crazy. 54 title reigns, and he's almost 54 years old. Hey, bro. That is insane, man. That is insane. Shout out to R-Truth. Shout out to R-Truth. But yeah, that man was winning titles. The man was winning titles. Hey, we're still shocked. It will be cool to see Truth in AEW. Do you think Cross will be next? I will say this, because I don't like comment on like, oh, who's going to be released next or whatever the hell. What I will say is I think Karrion Kross has been an important character to WWE on TV, and it would behoove them to keep him around. I think fans are into him, and he look like he's not great at wrestling, but the character work is really good. Like he's good at basically everything else other than the in-ring stuff in pro wrestling. So I think there's a place for him for sure. Billion-dollar company. They sure seem unaware as to why WWE is failing. Triple H is awful. That is the other thing that people aren't talking about. Like, of course, the TKO era has brought with it a lot more of a stringent like restrictions on like, you know, how many talent they can have or whatever, and it feels like they are trying to minimize specific, or they're trying to maximize profit. Excuse me, but in reality, if Triple H wanted to keep someone, they would keep someone. Like, especially when it comes to a decision like this, barring like some sort of legal circumstance, if Triple H said that I want R-Truth, I truly believe the likelihood would be that R-Truth would not have his contract expire. I think that, and again, this is outsider looking in, reckless speculation, whatever you want to call it. I think that part of Triple H has probably been like, he's like partially bought in, and I think kind of broke down by the TKO stuff. And it is what it is. Like, he's just, all right, we're going to on to the next one, right? And he's going to say, like, if he's ever asked about this at a press conference, I promise you he's going to say that. He's going to be like, look, like he'll say the things like, oh, Truth was amazing, and we did so much. Look, he did so much for this company, but no one is bigger than the WWE, what we do. Like just like say like whatever he's been saying basically for the past like couple of months and years. So in my view, I don't think like in my view, I don't think it's like a big like, oh, this is just on TKO. This is just like it's there's plenty of blame to go around is what I'm trying to say. Global brand, obviously. I can't force too many of those because I am very sick, actually. I'm putting on a front for you guys. Took some medicine before I started this. I am 37 tomorrow. Happy early birthday, Christopher. Happy early birthday. Happy birthday to you. Okay, no more singing. All right. Even the way he was taking buckle bumps from Irish whips, hitting hard at his age, still moving the way he does. Wow, man. National treasure. Shout out to R-Truth. Yeah, I agree, man. R-Truth is going crazy. When Miz and R-Truth broke into the cage and beat up everybody in the cage, man, that was, I will say this, man. the depths of WW depravity when we're talking about. I mean, not really actually, but like I'm talking when we're talking about like man, like bro, the state of that heel division in 2011 was crazy. R-Truth was basically the main heel for most of that time, and I'm not saying he was bad. I love like little Jimmy R-Truth, but it was camp as hell, bro. Like that was not like a what's that Succession meme? It was like, I'm sorry, but you are not serious people. Like that's exactly what this R-Truth thing was in 2011. Like it was like, I love this, but all right, come on, guys. This is not real. Anyway, but no. In all seriousness, I mean, I absolutely loved it. Guys, by the way, if you haven't already done so, please leave a thumbs up. It really helps out the algo, helps the channel grow, all that fun stuff. His last SmackDown show on Friday was funny with Solo. Yeah, man. It's so crazy. R-Truth, it's insane to imagine a world where R-Truth doesn't just doesn't exist in WWE. That's insane. Boycott Activision says, "Are you kidding? Triple H doesn't comment on release talent unless it's an insult or something." No, I mean he commented on Drew Gulak. He's commented before. He has commented before, and he's also commented on releases in general. Carlito has also been released, says Rick Ruiz. Excuse me. Yes, we'll talk about that in a second. That one is also a very similar situation where it's not necessarily a release, but it is a contract. They're allowing a contract to expire. So I will cover that in just a second, but let's first just go through like a bit of the timeline here. We got obviously R-Truth with the tweet, and then some of the reaction that came out of it. R-Truth's final program in WWE was against his childhood hero, John Cena. That is poetic. We got Russell Votes, who is a pretty well-sourced in WWE, saying, "The unfortunate news of R-Truth's release is, at the very least, eye-opening. He's one of the most well-liked individuals to ever work for the company, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of questions backstage tomorrow." Yeah, I agree, and there's already seemingly questions that are popping up from the WWE backstage arena. R-Truth's release, this is according to Fightful Select, R-Truth's WWE departure, was met with complete shock and disbelief, with one of the top talents calling it total nonsense. Another called this regime ruthless. Oof. It's by far the most criticized and universally disliked departure we've covered. And I think before we get into more of the reaction, I saw someone say Omer's the MVP, proven right about Triple H and WWE. That's not like I'm not even trying to do a victory lap. It's just like, it's just the truth. It's just the truth. I mean, like, and I'm not saying that like this is like even. They have chosen to do business a certain way, and this is the way they're doing business. It is what it is. It's shitty, and especially when you consider the fact that Truth is still selling merch for them, and it's probably going to be after his release. I promise you, he's going to sell a shit ton of merch. Like whatever merch they have for R-Truth is going to sell out today if it hasn't already. So it's like, what are we doing from a business standpoint? You just had him in a top program, in a main event level program, right? I know it wasn't for the title. I know. Don't crash out in the chat. I love you guys. I love you, chat. I love you. But he was in a premier program in a main event of a premium television live event, whatever we want to call Saturday night's main event. And not a week later, he's gone. He's gone. And everyone's pissed. Fans are pissed. The top talent are pissed. Like this is bad. This is really bad for WWE, and it's not gonna get better. We got PW Insider reporting regarding R-Truth's WWE exit. A WWE talent commented that it made them feel as if, quote unquote, nothing is guaranteed. And we will come back to this because this is a sentiment that happened in WWE and that was very prevalent a couple of years ago. Another talent noted that Truth's departure made them want to make sure their next contract with the company was negotiated and locked in, quote, well in advance. There's more. There's more. We'll get to it. Excuse me. I see Wall Street Money. Who is older, Cena or R-Truth? Well, by the look of things, Cena, but in reality, it's Truth. I think Truth has like what 10 years, almost 10 years on Cena, right? Like, I'm pretty sure, yeah. R-Truth is 53, and John Cena is, I believe he's like 45, 48. Oh my god. Oh my god. That makes me feel so fucking old. Oh my god. Cena's 48. Holy shit. Oh. Ah! All right. Hit that like button, guys. Feeling goofy today. Man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, what a weird decision this was. But regarding the nothing is guaranteed comment, or the report from PW Insider that one of the talent feels like that was very prevalent back in the COVID era of WWE, and I remember covering that stuff on Real Take Wrestling, and it was insane because that was like a recurring thing. People, like, every week you had new talent released. I think it was like somewhere over like 100 talent overall in that pandemic era were released by WWE in one way, shape, or form, whether or not they came back. And people were like, yeah, nothing is guaranteed and no one is safe. You had the likes of Braun Strowman right after he won the world title be released. You had Bray Wyatt right after he won the world title be released. FTR were released. There was just so many insane releases during that time. And again, we will talk about Carlito in a sec, but it's starting to feel like that again, I think. Remember, we're just coming off the heels of Gigi Dolan, Cora Jade, people that I think a lot of us believed were like relatively safe in WWE, gone from the company entirely. It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. All of this is insane, man. All of this is insane. Excuse me. We got Frank in the chat saying, I don't know how to feel about WWE right now, about releasing R-Truth. I mean, this is why my biggest like advice to any wrestling fan is always going to be the same thing. Or I have two pieces of advice if you're going to enter the online professional wrestling sphere. Number one, always enjoy the flavor of professional wrestling that you like. There's so much to watch out there, and there will be something out there for you that resonates with you. Don't be afraid. Lean in. Number two, always support wrestlers over professional wrestling companies. Because I am under no illusion. WWE, AEW, GCW, whatever. I want each company to be as successful as possible so that there can be parity and there can be more equitable stake in professional wrestling in general. But at the same time, you know, we know that the main motivator for these companies is money over everything. Some may be better, quote unquote, at it than others, but at the end of the day, it is about making money. So always support wrestlers. If you are an R-Truth fan, you're upset about this, go watch what R-Truth is about to do next. And I promise you he's going to do something because that man is entertaining as all hell. Sarah in the chat says, if R-Truth is not getting re-signed, then yeah, no one is safe. On a side note, I am very excited for All in Texas. Okay, I mean, we're going to talk about All in Texas probably a little bit later on, but I am so excited about that show. Like, it has been a while since I've been excited about a wrestling show in the way that I'm currently like very excited about All in Texas. So we'll talk about that in just a sec, but there's even more we got to get into with this R-Truth stuff. Excuse me. So, I mean, actually, I do want to touch on this part about the people trying to negotiate or people wanting to negotiate their contracts well in advance. This is something we kind of saw last year. WWE go to the wire with a couple of deals, whether they be Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and others. They were very close to having their deals expire, and then they re-signed. I do think you're going to have talent approach those conversations a lot quicker now, and all with the understanding that TKO, WWE, whatever, could release them at any point, but trying to guarantee that money is and that investment as soon as possible. Excuse me, still sick. Here we go. We got another report from PW Insider. As word made the rounds that R-Truth's WWE exit was legitimate, the response from those in the company was an absolute feeling of disbelief. If you wondered if Truth had been offered another role as an ambassador similar to the role that Titus O'Neil fills for the company, and if not, why not, given how beloved the character has been? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even close the door on R-Truth being in WWE again. But the way this was rolled out is just insanely weird. It is weird and it feels like WWE is more so severing ties. Also, I mean, I thought it was funny. Jay Uso's reaction was no effing yeet. Bro is yeeting like crazy. I will say this was one of the funnier reactions to this news by Trinity. It's like, I hate this so much. I hate this more than I hate you, replied Jade Cargill, and then Trinity came in. I hate we lost him and still have you. So glad to see that the feud is still going and R-Truth somehow helping this. We're going to talk about the Carlito thing as well, because we do gotta talk about that as well. Our two best comedy guys are leaving. Yes, Carlito is also gone. Very unfortunate news there. Almost as unfortunate as there being 67 of you watching and only 14 likes. Guys, please hit that like button. Smash it so I can just shut the fuck up and get to talking about the news like I want. I need you guys, though, to hit that like button. Let's try to get to 20 in the next couple of minutes. Or if we get to more, I'll just shut up. So hit that like button. We'll get to all in just a second. By the way, guys, I know there's a lot of chats. A lot more than usual, so please, if you want to guarantee your question or statement is right on the air, be sure to leave a super chat. And if you do leave a super chat, I will do a Tony Khan impression. Man. You got Christian saying, I have a question. Go for it. I'll be on the lookout for that question. I liked it, bro, says Juan. All right. So that's the R-Truth thing. Overall, I mean, we'll come back to it because I know that a lot of you guys have questions and comments about this. Looks like Triple H needs to... I'm not gonna comment on Triple H's wife or anything like that. Carlito just won the WWC belt yesterday in his father's company. Yep, he did. And he's been a... Yep. Okay. Joe Gacy. Shout out to Joe Gacy. I would love for R-Truth to debut in AEW using his country song When It All Adds Up in a cowboy gimmick. I mean, R-Truth owns his song. I'm like 90% sure R-Truth owns the What's Up? So I think he owns it. Whether or not he leased it out to WWE, I do think like he wrote it and he owns it. So if Ron the Truth Killings is all elite, I could very well see a situation where he would appear there and with that theme. And I think there is a place in AEW for R-Truth. Like, in the same way that, you want wrestling to be a bit of a variety show, I think R-Truth, like, on AEW, it would be good comic relief. Like, you don't overuse him, don't overexpose him, but good comic relief, man. It would be really good comic relief. And I think same in TNA, same wherever. Andrew in the chat says, I'd like to say, if you love R-Truth that much, say you're a fan, follow, support him wherever he goes. Absolutely. Support wrestlers, not the companies. So what's going to happen with Carlito's love storyline with Raquel Rodriguez? Well, I think it's about to be dropped, like pretty much like everything else that happens when, yeah, it's probably going to be dropped, man. Anyway, let's get to the Carlito news. So Carlito tweeted this out just less than about an hour ago, almost an hour ago to the T. My contract is up in 2 weeks. It will not be renewed. On top of that, WWE is demanding I pay back the money they paid me for apparently stealing money from the company. Hey, yo, wait a minute. I didn't even see this. Hey, yo, what? Is this real? Okay, hold up. Let me. Okay, hold up. On top of that, WWE is demanding I pay back the money they paid me for apparently, quote unquote, stealing money from the company. I've had my lawyers look into it, and after reviewing my footage on Netflix for the past months, they suggested I pay them back the money. Oh, okay, all right, that was a joke. Okay, all right, I didn't read that far into it. All right, I think he's joking. All jokes aside, gracias WWE, especially the WWE universe. P.S. I'll reappear again in another 13 years. Okay, all right. Yo said Omer in shambles. I was like, I mean, like, I obviously didn't finish reading the tweet and didn't see the all jokes aside there, but I was like, yo, wait, what? Nah. All right. So, R-Truth and Carlito, two of WWE's comic relief, are gone. They are gone from the company. Reaction, a little bit of reaction, I think, to the Carlito news is also coming out. Sorry. We got PW Insider saying Carlito will be exiting WWE, similar to R-Truth. Carlito's current WWE deal will not be renewed, and once it runs its course, he will be departing the company. So, Carlito, R-Truth, gone, two staples of the Judgment Day. Well, R-Truth, I would say, was pretty much a staple in the Judgment Day for a little bit there. Gone from the company. Yeah. Look, look, I am not going to pretend like Carlito was going to be like an important integral character to like, you know, the main event scene in WWE. But at the same time, I think he was a cool fixture on TV, and he's going to be missed. And it's like, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing here? Like, I think they built up this stuff with him, and now in 2 weeks he's gone. Maybe they'll end it and they'll have something, but it's crazy. The F in WWF stood for fun. Yeah. Are you sure Vince isn't going to start a new wrestling company? If he is alive in a couple of years, when in one way, shape, or form, and okay, assuming he's not in jail or prison, if he's still alive in a couple of years, whenever the legal stuff runs its course in the civil case against him, I think he will try. And I say, is he alive in a couple of years? Because he's like, what, 80 years old or whatever. He's an old man. He's a very old man. Basically, Judgment Day will kick him out of the group on Raw. I mean, yeah, maybe. What if he's not? How do you find out about WWE releases on Facebook? I found out about them on Twitter. I'll have you know. Not Facebook. It was Twitter. But absolute insanity, guys. Look, and I know that there's a lot of reaction about this. I know that there's a lot of people who feel very upset about this, but I think this is just the nature of the beast right now in WWE. Like a couple of years ago, you know, the big critique was, and a true critique was that AEW was just like signing up way too many talent, and I think that has kind of switched up over the last couple of years. And WWE was the one that went into talent hoarding mode. WWE was the one that went into the mode of trying to sign up everybody. And a result of that is you only have so much room on your roster. And for WWE, it would seem you only have so much room on your payroll to pay people. Now, the critique I would say is WWE, you are in the midst of the most profitable past couple of years in your company's history. And it has been an upward trajectory. So, like, what are we doing here, right? What are we doing here? Are you telling me you can't afford to pay R-Truth? You telling me he's not a fixture on TV, that he has to be expendable? I can understand, to an extent, look, and it's not a release, but the R-Truth decision, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to question this. He has been a fixture on your TV. R-Truth is your comedy relief. And you could argue it's time to move on. You can argue any of that, but he's still getting pops. He was just in a major program for you. So, gotta critique it. Gotta call it out. You have to. Great point, brother. Damn right. If you think I made a great point, smash that like button. If you think I made a shitty point, smash that like button. If you don't think, smash that like button. Just please smash that like button. We got Gabe in the chat saying, I feel like both Truth and Carlito have good relationships with WWE, so they may return somewhere down the line. I mean, well, Carlito always said, like, yeah, see you in another 13 years. And by the way, Carlito in another 13 years will be how old? Like, I think he's like, 45 right now? So yeah, 13 years, he'll be 59. A 59-year-old Carlito in WWE, just doing the same thing. You know what cool is? Triple H loves bragging about these record-breaking gates. Oh yeah, I mean, like, that's the other thing. I mean, record-breaking gates. You got The Rock coming on here, like, I love. They're fucking flaunting it in your face too. Like, it's one thing, right? It's one thing to be like, this is a historic attendance number. It's another thing to be like, oh well, like we're on a roll, right? Totally business standpoint, you gotta do it. Sponsored by Dude Wipes. Thank you, Wall Street. Yeah, sponsored by Dude Wipes, brother. Like, that's fine. I get it. That's part of the deal. Ayo, bro. The Rock coming out there and telling the fans, you guys help us make a record gate. They're bragging about record gates and charging fans exorbitant amounts of money for tickets to their fucking faces. It is one of the most WWE has become a corporate circle jerk to an extent that I didn't expect it to ever become, to be honest with you. Like they were always going to be more corporate, but ever since TKO took over, I'm like, bro, like, ain't no reason to be name dropping Ted Sarandos, Ari Emanuel, Bella Bajaria. Shout out to him, I guess, but like, why are we name dropping executives on Monday Night Raw? Why are we name dropping executives on the TV show? Why are we doing, like, what are we doing here, bro? It is like, it's become a corporate circle jerk. And if that's your thing, hey man, that's cool. That's fine. Is what it is. It's just not my thing, man. Like, when we watch wrestling, we want an escape. And WWE at certain points has provided that. Like I've been very critical of WWE as of late, but Mania last year was a banger. Was a banger of a show. Bad Blood. I almost, y'all know the story. A lot of y'all who've been followers of the channel for the past year know the story. I flew to Atlanta, not knowing if I was going to be able to go to the show because it was like $300 to get in. But the day of, it was $300 to get in, and I was not about to, like, I'm sorry, I am who I am. I was not about to pay $300 to sit all the way up in the bleach, or in the 200s. No, we sitting in the 100s. I eventually got in for a pretty decent price. It was still a lot, but I was sitting there, man, and I had a blast watching that match. And, excuse me, still sick. But, bro, like, just stop all of the corporate nonsense. Stop the corporatization of wrestling. That's not why we watch. I don't care about look, from a news standpoint, sure, it is interesting to break down that stuff. It's interesting to talk about the WrestleNomics. I love Brandon Thurston. Shout out to him. Shout out to WrestleDicks. That is a part of it. It's not the main reason we watch. It should not be a main thing that you are getting. It's not me the only thing that you're getting out there. Look how great WWE is doing. That comes from a mentality of corporate people who don't fucking understand wrestling. That's what it is. Because you got corporate PR fucking agents out there, like, I don't know, I'm one of them. Yeah, like corporate, like PR people out there being like, we need to tout these numbers. Like, bro, it's a wrestling show. It's a wrestling show. Don't do it on the fucking show. Do it in your press releases. Anyway, I just had some coffee in case you can't tell, and I'm friggin' sick. But I'm crashing out. We crashing out, man. We crashing out. The amount of ads we got during Saturday night's main event, hey, man, that's why I didn't watch the show until afterwards. So I could be like, skip. You know how like that song went, Fiend. I was like, skip. All right. Our truth gone before GTA 6. Ain't that crazy? Triple H releasing Truth made no sense. He just received a massive pop and was on Saturday night's main event. WWE losing its charm little by little. I think that is a perfect analysis of what has happened over the past couple of months. I think WWE has lost the momentum and the charm they had. I think like this is Triple H's like downturn as a booker. It is what it is, and as a boss. If you knew that you were releasing R-Truth, why wouldn't you book his match with John Cena as a title versus career match? The story. That's a good idea, friend. Real talk, Rack. First of all, I like the name. I like the name. A little too close. A little too close. No, let me stop. I love the name. Bro. it only takes a little bit of thought to think that through. It only takes a little bit of thought to think that through. It would have been a great like added piece to that. Instead, no. And it's like, bro, like even the R-Truth John Cena thing, like I was excited for it. Like the second like we saw like the tea leaves and we all kind of knew Cena was gonna win the belt. I was like, all right, Cena's last year. We're going to get an R-Truth versus Cena match at some point, right? And I was excited. I was like, because, look, I love R-Truth's campy, like, my childhood hero is John Cena. I ate that up. So I'm thinking to myself that at a certain point, like, you could do, like, a mini feud, right? And I think the sprint they had from their last pay-per-view in St. Louis, Backlash, to Saturday Night's main event was perfect. You could tell his story, whether it's, title versus career, or it's like R-Truth slowly but surely, like the cracks in his obsession or whatever with John Cena breaking over the next couple of weeks. You could tell a cool story there. And they didn't do it, man. It's everything with John Cena title run. It's just like Cena shows up. You people. You people. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to ruin wrestling. Every fucking week, it's the same thing. What are we doing? Just scream. Okay, I gotta stop. Chat, tell me to stop screaming. A lot of fans are switching on WWE wrestling companies are getting hot and cold. Before it was WWE the best. A lot of these fans are switching on WWE wrestling companies. Or, oh my God, look, Wall Street Money, I love you, man. If you're going to be a lawyer, you got to do better than this. Grammar. I'm the grammar police. It's the only kind of police you like around here. A lot of these fans are switching on WWE, period. Wrestling companies are gonna be hot and cold before it was WWE is the best, and they can't do anything wrong now. Everyone is crapping on them. Yeah, it's cyclical. I agree. It is cyclical. It's the same thing for AEW. It's the same thing for WWE. I think AEW is hitting their hot streak right now. I think WWE is well in their like crescendo down. Excuse me. Title versus career. Cena versus Truth would have been the match. Yep, I agree. I really thought Truth was going to be the one to eventually turn Cena back to being a face. Still could happen if they bring him back. At least we got more random rookies who do spears and moonsaults. Yay! Cena was glazing Logan Paul on SmackDown. Bro, you see this clip of Logan Paul? I'm sorry, I need to pull this up. You see this clip of Logan Paul saying that he invented like the springboard moonsault to the outside? Hold up. I love how when you search Logan Paul on Twitter, the first thing that comes up is Logan Paul Japan video. That's insane. But hold up, Logan Paul move. I think it was like new move or something like. Yo, they wild. They took it down. They took it down. Yo, they petty for this. They really petty. But anyway, there was a spot in like his new show where he was talking about how I'm gonna invent this new move that's never been done, and it's like literally like a springboard moonsault to the outside. And bro, like, not only have like if you watch the other show, people are doing it. Ricochet's done it, like everyone's done it. But not only that, like Super Crazy did it. Super Crazy fucking did it in WWE like 10 years, 20 years ago. I invented a new move. What are we doing here, bro? What are we doing here? Fact check. I mean, these people don't care about facts, bro. These people don't care about facts. Facts don't care about your feelings, but they don't care about either one. Crazy. Triple H had the idea to make John Cena a heel, and it's hit a roadblock at the moment because he said he's going to ruin wrestling and gets flattered every single time before his match. Flattened every single time before his match. Okay, hold up. I think we're back. Are we back? Yo, nah, this is dead ass though. Hold up, we're back. Dead ass Wall Street money. They're trying to cancel me. They're trying to cancel me, bro. What the fuck? They're trying to cancel me. This is insane. I start saying that the truth. I say the truth will set me free. And WWE is out here trying to cancel your boy. We back. Everybody who left can't come back. Wait, we're back. This is crazy. Money, that's great. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we back. They tried to cancel your boy, but he couldn't. I'm uncancelable. Look, we're back. We're back and better than ever. Anyway, best moonsault ever. Yo, I'm saying, I start shit talking Logan Paul, and like his boy, Kash Patel is like all over. He's like, we gotta shut it down, shut off his power. They're trying to get me. Anyway, all right, we're back. That's crazy. That is wild. I cannot believe that happened. Anyway, all right. So I guess we can't talk about Logan Paul. That's the big no-no, guys. That's the big no-no. We're not allowed to talk about Logan Paul because then people who control the power get very sensitive. I guess that's insane. Blame Triple H. You know what? I kind of do. I'm gonna be irrational right now. I blame Triple H. I blame Nick Khan. Look, he's the second best Khan in pro wrestling right now. Let me be real. But he's not the best con man. We all know who the best con man is. Anyway, all right. Excuse me. All right. As I gather myself. Cheers. That's insane. All right, we're back. Oh my God. All right, guys. Be sure to smash that like button before WWE tries to cancel my stream again. All right. Where were we? What were we even talking about? Logan Paul. I think I somehow got into a Logan Paul side quest, which would probably, you know what? There's probably the universe being like, yo, just don't talk about that, man. Don't even, bro. This was, oh my God, I'm seeing the reaction some people are having to R-Truth. Hold up. This is hilarious. Someone was just like, oh shit. Let me try to fix this. There it is. All right. So, yeah, shout out to Chase over here being like, R-Truth got released. I hate everything. Block WWE, block TKO, block Dwayne Johnson, block Arby's. Why Arby's catching strays, bro? Why is Arby's catching strays from this R-Truth news? They're trying to send you the Fed. They're trying to send the Fed after you, hey, man. Look, we'll find a way. We'll find a way, man. We'll find a way. The truth will set me free. We'll set you free. We'll set all of us free. Anyway, all right. That's my cue to that's my cue to chill out on the WWE talk, I guess, before the big homie in the White House tries to do that again. If Roman is the MVP of WWE, R-Truth is the heart and soul. I think so. Yeah. I mean, it depends on what you mean by heart and soul. I think like R-Truth is definitely like the. I think in a way, like he is like the spirit, right? Like he is the spirit of the company, like very jovial, happy, and I agree with that to an extent for sure. God, where are we even, guys? What do we want to talk about? Leave a super chat if you want to guarantee your question or statement right on the air. What a wild experience. I hope we got sushi in the Sujai Mustache. I'm gonna call you Mustache. Mustache in the chat says, I hope they don't go through this idea of Cena ending his career as a heel. I would not. I would be very surprised if that was the case. I think He will lose the belt by like around SummerSlam, if not a little bit later, and then he's gonna go into his last pay-per-view as a babyface. I think we're past the point of Cena being a heel. There was a time where I genuinely thought he should. This ain't it. This ain't it. Worst idea WWE. Worst idea in WWE. Logan Paul and Travis Scott. I mean, Travis Scott was way worse of an idea than Logan Paul. Apparently, main event of Mania is crazy. They lost such a unique person. Yeah, they did. They absolutely did. If Roman, I already read that. Talk about the Ospreay swerve promo on Collision, please and thank you. Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about the power of positivity bringing us all together. Let's talk about AEW All In. So AEW All In, folks, is going to be coming to you live from Globe Life Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Myself and Kenny Baum from Kiss the Ring and Kenny Baum are going to be there on the scene. We're even going to be doing a live stream the day of, right outside Globe Life Field. I floated that by Kenny, and he seemed to be cool with it. So it's happening, live stream. So if you're going to be at All In, come through, and we'll be doing a little something and hanging out. But yeah, so Globe Life Stadium. Right now, there are 2 announced matches for the event. And honestly, the way this is all shaping up, this is going to be the professional wrestling event of the year. And it's not just me saying this. I am hearing the same from like people who like stan like on WWE. Like, I think this is a pretty universal thought if you pay attention to both companies, that AEW All In is like the big show that you want to see. And excuse me. It says, it's pronounced Sir J. Oh, no, we got Cleveland Brown. What's up, Archer? No, let me not. We got Cleveland Brown. What's up, Archer? WWE contract I get. Oh! Oh. That's brutal. It's wild because it's truth. Oh my God, that is. Look, man. The Cleveland show was trash, but that's a true statement right there. Oh, man. I hope Hangman beats Mox. Inshallah. I don't care about the pedigrees. I don't even know what you said. We got Taco Kid saying, excited for All In, but scared Mox might win. Hey, man, if Mox wins, man, I don't know. I don't know what'll happen, bro. I might stop watching wrestling entirely if that happens. I genuinely, I mean, I will definitely call for Tony Khan to be fired. like 100%. I would be like, Tony, you gotta look, man. Tony, off yourself, bro. I mean, not off yourself. No. Fire yourself. Jesus Christ. Wow. Fire yourself. But like, bro, it's crazy. Can you do a Cleveland Brown? I'm not doing a Cleveland Brown impression. I think I can. If Hangman loses, we riot. Yeah, I mean, basically, figuratively. I can't. Y'all know I can't. Jay White needs the title. The TNT title? Sure. Yeah. Get Jay White the TNT title. I mean, if I had my way, right, Hangman wins it at All In. Then he at some point loses it to Kyle Fletcher or Konosuke Takeshita, one of the 2 young and up-and-comers in the Don Callis family. And then eventually Ospreay beats whoever that is next year at Wembley. You got to sell tickets to that show. You got to sell tickets to that show. You got Frank G Live. AEW will be canceled if Mox. Yeah, man. Pro wrestling will be canceled. Pro wrong for saying TNT. Hey, man, look, I want to see him win the TNT title. Oh, my God. We don't need Swerve versus Ospreay. My heart can't take it. Hey, man, I need it. That is going to be... Okay, all right, sorry. I'm I'm doing too much. Let's talk about what we know for All In. All right, let's get these damn packages. I don't care about these packages, man. Ain't nobody spent $1,000 for all. Get out of here. All right. Anyway, so we know that there are two matches that are set in stone, both world title matches. AEW Men's World Championship, Jon Moxley defending against Hangman Adam Page. We also know that Mercedes Moné will challenge the AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless Toni Storm. Both of these epic, insane main event level matches. On one side, you have the heart and soul of AEW and storyline coming to save the brand, and on the other, you have the battle of two behemoths, the battle of two of the biggest stars in wrestling today, Mercedes Moné and Timeless Toni Storm. And then you have two matches that I think we all at this point it's like beyond speculation. I think they are building towards for sure. Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada, title for title at All In. This is Okada Omega 5, a rematch of in what I believe to be the greatest professional wrestling match of all time. That match they had at Dominion in 2018. And I think we're going to get an Okada who tries, so that is going to be epic. So you have those three, and then you have what they built up on Collision this week, coming out of that awesome segment on Wednesday night. Swerve and Ospreay are coming to blows backstage after disagreeing with the whole Hangman Adam Page thing. And it looks like we're getting that rematch at All In. So we're talking Kazuchika Okada versus Kenny Omega, title versus title. We're talking Will Ospreay, Swerve Strickland, one-on-one in an epic rematch of that match they had last year at Forbidden Door. And then we're talking about the two world title matches. And on top of that, there's so much more that is still TBD. You would figure Adam Copeland is going to figure into things over the next couple of weeks. Maybe something with FTR. There is an outside possibility that by then they build up to the reunification of Edge and Christian. That would be epic. I think it'll definitely happen by Toronto at All Out, another show I will be attending. But that's going to be epic. Then you also have whatever's going to be built up with this storyline between the Hurt Syndicate. So, like MJF and Bobby Lashley. For whatever reason, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin are across the AEW World Tag Team titles by MJF, I think that's another match you could hang your hat on if you're AEW. If we're talking about the other stars that need to be in it, right? You got Julia Hart. You got Chris Statlander. You have Willow. We could probably see Willow versus Marina Shafir. That would essentially take Marina Shafir out later in the night, and so she's not a non-factor, in the Hangman Adam Page match. Like, there's a lot that's really exciting about this pay-per-view, and I have genuinely not felt this excited for a show in a long time. I mean, All In last year, I was probably as excited as I'll ever be for a show. And that was a once-in-a-lifetime thing for me because that was Bryan Danielson going for a world championship in a main event of a major show. But we're talking bar for bar, band for band, match for match. This might be genuinely one of the most stacked shows in recent memory. Because not only does it have the star power, but we are seeing the storylines develop in a way that, in the past couple of years, AEW, they would have good stories, but I'm talking about like 4 banger stories right now that are happening. 5, if this Kenny and Okada thing is built up correctly. And that's a match that you could even argue doesn't need a lot of build-up, but it's crazy, man. We got Boycott Activision saying, if they're waiting to drop the title to Darby, that's exciting, but bad choice for fanfare. I think the Darby thing has cooled off. It has to be Hangman. It has to be Hangman. It is too perfect. The story warrants it. Man, it's cowboy shit. Come on. Cowboy shit. Let's go. Yeehaw. I don't have a cowboy hat, but yeehaw. Come on now. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Guys, be sure to smash that thumbs up if you want more of that. Whatever the fuck that was. Shout out to y'all in the chat. Shout out to everyone watching. What else we got here? Taco Kid saying Edge and Christian. Yeah, they will reunite. Also, like, did I make this up, or like, is the Edge trademark like no longer with WWE? Am I making this up? Am I making this up? Okay, hold up. So WWE. Oh, okay, hold up. Excuse me. WWE trying to revive the trademark for the name Edge, the United States Patent Office, after previously abandoning the application. The name Edge is used by Adam Copeland. Ooh, WWE. Hey, Cope, get that name back, baby. I ain't trying to call you Cope no more. I for the record, I never thought Cope was a great name. I was like, whatever. He's gonna call him whatever. I'm just gonna call him Adam Copeland. They took back the Edge trademark. Damn it! God damn, by God, get it back, Tony. Buy that trademark back from them. Let's go. It wasn't, but I think they took it back. God damn it. God damn it, WWE. FTR saying that they are the greatest tag team alive, but I think that's foreshadowing the Edge and Christian reunion. I definitely. Wall Street Money saying they took it back. God damn it. These damn monsters. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Damn it all to hell. By God. Excuse me. Anyway, what else? What else we got here? Darby can't just go away for 6 months, come back, and the title out of nowhere. Yeah, I love the guy, but it makes no sense. I think that Darby will win the belt eventually. And it is going to be one of those like Mick Foley runs with the belt. Like it'll be quick, but it'll be so meaningful and like it will be a locker room emptying moment. Like I promise you that. Bring back the Edge. Who's going to challenge Lashley and Benjamin? Maybe the Young Bucks. Maybe the Young Bucks. Triple H better not fumble Mariah May. Yeah, that's the other thing we learned this week. Mariah May is headed to WWE. Fightful Select confirmed this, and her contract is wrapping up, I believe, this month, and she's expected there imminently. And I know that there's a lot of people out there who want her to go to NXT. I am not one of those people. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. I definitely don't want her in NXT. She's a former world champion. She's better than NXT, for being honest. I understand the sentiment that many fans have. We're saying like they don't want her to be cooked immediately on the main roster by bad booking, but it is what it is. What are we talking about? Shawn Michaels? Ospreay would be HBK. Where? Oh, the boyhood dream has come. Could you imagine? Oh, could you imagine that in the UK when he wins? You got Inshallah JR, who's get well soon, JR. I know he had surgery this week to remove cancer. Shout out to him. But JR next year doing that call. The boyhood dream has come true, by God. Like that would be dope. That would be really dope. People need to blame Nick Khan for the releases since he's the CEO. TKO only forks over the money. I do think. I mean, yes, Nick Khan it should get a significant amount of blame for like whenever a talent's released or whatever one of these situations arises, because he is part of that decision making process. But I do think that there is a directive from the TKO side to extract as much value out of WWE as possible. That's their main objective. Mark Shapiro talks about it in every fucking press conference he has, every single phone call he has, every single investor call he has. That's the main talking point, and is going to continue to be the main talking point for years to come. All that to say, if Triple H wanted to keep someone, they would be kept. It is just that. Come on. Bro, WWE, I mean, YouTube is ad spamming you right now. What are they ad spamming me? What do you mean they're ad spamming me? Are they? Chat, is YouTube ad spamming me? I have conservative on the ad thing, so it shouldn't be. But let me know if it is. I'll try to adjust. I'll see if I can maybe cut those. I'm not touching the ad button at all. It gives you an option from like conservative to balanced to aggressive. I have conservative on right now. I got a bunch of ads during this show. That's crazy. It's probably because there's more people watching than usual. Maybe that's why. Apologies if that's the case. Anyway, Mariah May will be in Evolution 2. If her contract is up, I mean, July, yeah, her contract's probably going to be up by then. I would expect her there. I would definitely expect Mariah May there. It's going to be interesting to see what they do, though. I hope they don't do the Real Take Wrestling got bought out by TK. All right. Calm down now. Look, there is a price. I won't lie to you. There is a price. Take a look. Look. This could be a pro AEW. This could be a pro AEW channel. This could be a pro WWE. Hell, MLW. Y'all got that good WWE settlement money. Holla at your boy. I'm open for business. All right? It's wrestling. It's not like it's wrestling. I will shill out for money. I will do it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I won't. We got Big Beard Corey saying that's BS. Paul White? Well, you're going down low and you're on the show and I'm on. I used to be the Big Show. Wait, how does that song go? Well, hold up. What's the Paul White song? Paul White song lyrics. Oh man, hold up. I'm just realizing Paul White is an actual like band or something. Okay, well, no more BS. No more BS, guys. That's what we're shooting for here. Anyway, All In is going to be a fantastic show in my view. Again, I'm like going there and I think it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be a fun time. I have not felt like this excited about like even an AEW show in a while. Like, and I go to wrestling shows frequently, both WWE and AEW. Man, I am so hyped for All In. Like every single like show that AEW has, like it is hitting like right in my veins. I'm just like, yo, this I can't wait for All In. You know? So for me, I'm just super hyped, man. I'm just super hyped. Gunther cleared his Twitter unless it's always been that way. Can't see him leaving. I can see him leaving. Well, Gunther just recently resigned. So I don't think that's gonna. If Gunther is wound up not having his contract renewed or something like that, that would be. I wouldn't even know what to say to that. That would be. I don't think it's gonna happen. There's no way that's happening. And if it does, well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it for sure. Did you go to All In 2023? I did not. That is like one of my regrets. Like I have a few regrets as far as missing wrestling shows. You know, and like I've tried to basically make up for them. I didn't go to All In 2023, and I made up for, like, in my mind, I was like, I gotta go to All In 2024, and I did, and I saw, like, in my view, my favorite wrestling moment as a fan, watching Bryan Danielson win the World Championship in the main event. I will never forget it. Like, that's peak for me as far as, like, a wrestling fan. Like, I fucking love Bryan Danielson, and watching him win that belt in the main event of that show is just, there'll never be anything like it for me. And then like the other show that I like really, really regret not going to that I should have gone to was the First Dance in Chicago back in 2021. I should have gone to that show. There was no reason I shouldn't have. And I basically was like, I put the same like mentality behind like when I was thinking about going to that show, behind going to Survivor Series 2023, which was also in Chicago, because I mean, there was rumblings that Punk may show up. It was the big fan speculation, but it really wasn't a done deal until the day of. And I was like, well, screw it. I am going to fly out there off a whim and see what happens. And I did not regret it. The ending of that show was well worth it to me. Well worth it. And I got to meet Juggernaut. So shout out to that. Shout out to Juggernaut. Excuse me. Paul White, a.k.a. The Big Show. What is he up to in AEW? Yeah, man. He apparently did like an interview or something saying he's very happy. So I don't know. Maybe he's doing backstage. I would imagine he's doing backstage stuff. Bryan Danielson will be back at All In. And I think Sting's going to show up too. Sting will show up. Bryan said he will show up, so he'll. Bryan. They're going to do Bryan versus Yuta, man. That's fine. It's going to be a good. Look, Bryan's going to be there. Shout out to that. It's another one. And he's going to win. And they're going to play Final Countdown. Let's go. Kenny, if you're watching, let's buy these tickets right now, man. Let's buy these tickets right now. Oh, man. I'm afraid Mariah May is going to be one of those cases where the grass is not always green on the other side. I hope not. I hope not. I hope that she gets everything that she deserves out of WWE. And I mean that she is one of the best young wrestlers in the game today. She deserves to be highlighted as that. And I hope that WWE does not miss an opportunity with her. She has all of the tools in the world. She proved that on the mic, in the ring for sure. Storytelling. I definitely think that WWE would it would be WWE missing, not her. Yeah, WWE Cody era. What's up, WWE Cody era? God, I keep forgetting I'm sick. Do you think Mariah May will come back to AEW after? Anything's possible, man. Anything is possible. It is. CM Punk came back to WWE 2 years after debuting in AEW. Anything is possible. Like, I am not, I don't put anything past anybody or anything in wrestling these days, man. Anything could happen. By God. You know what else could happen, though? Y'all could smash that thumbs up. There's like 50 of you watching right now, which I am very, very, very grateful for. Only 31 likes, though. Let's smash that thumbs up. We got more news to talk about. This is like a little bit of a lighter story, I guess. But El Hijo del Vikingo won the AAA Mega Championship, which is basically their main title down in AAA. And I think it's very clear that you will not see Alberto Del Rio anytime soon in WWE as part of this deal with AAA, where they've apparently bought some portion of the company. Excuse me. So, for all you people who were like, "Oh, I hope we get Alberto," thank God we're not. Thank God we're not. Mariah May has a YouTube channel about her life. That's dope. That's dope. Subscribe here, and then I'll go over to subscribe there. Character called WWE seems like they really cooled on Cody. I mean, yeah, they did. We got Wall Street Money in the chat saying, are they going to do Cena versus Punk? Yeah, I fully expect that to happen. It is odd to me that it didn't happen at Money in the Bank. I would imagine, however, that it'll be a thing that they eventually do in. I think they might save that for like a Chicago pay-per-view. Give Punk like a bit, maybe like try to build that like that feeling of nostalgia up. Because remember, Money in the Bank 2011 was in Chicago, and that was a big story, like the crowd and how they were going to react to it. And I think you could see a really interesting reaction there. I legitimately wonder. I mean, they're going to cheer Punk, obviously, but the last time they're going to see Cena in Chicago, who knows how they'll react. Speaking of last times, guys, my GOAT. Oh, fuck, I can't even play this. But it's official. This is New Japan posted this. I can't play this because I can pause this. Hopefully, New Japan won't cook me. But they might. They still might. We got a New Japan Global saying it's official. Hiroshi Tanahashi's final UK match will be August 24th in the O2 Arena at Forbidden Door. Another show I'm gonna be at. So I'm hooked, man. I can't wait. We got Real Talk Rex saying you randomly popped up on my page and now I'm a subscriber. Great job, brother. Great job, brother. Thank you. I'll be watching all the videos going forward. Appreciate that. Appreciate all the new faces in this fine place. Appreciate all of you joining. I'm going to stand up now because I'm getting tired of sitting. Yes, one can get tired of sitting. But so I'm going to stand up, and you're going to see animated OQ. We got Juggernaut. Juggernaut, what's up, man? We were just talking about you. I was talking about how at what was it, Survivor Series 2023? Like we got to meet up, and that was a really cool moment. So shout out to Juggernaut, guys. Go subscribe to his channel as well. Let me adjust this a little bit. All right, there we go. There we go. I can stretch the leg. Y'all ever been sitting too long and the leg falls asleep? Nah, that's when you know it's time to stand up. Time to stand up. Anyway, all right. What else we got? What else we want to talk about, guys? This is a fan-run show. So whatever you guys want to talk about, put it in the chat. Your comments, your questions, your opinions. A lot of people they took from AEW was just to stick it to AEW, not truly invest in them, and they used Cody as a Trojan horse. It's propaganda. I mean, I don't think that's entirely. I think it's true in certain ways. I do think. I mean, Cody was certainly like a supposed to be a very, very public case study into, if you come here from another company, we are not going to treat you like dog shit. That's like definitely what it was. But I do think there are people who've come in and have had fantastic runs. CM Punk has come in from AEW and had a fantastic run. I think Ethan Page has had a very, very successful run coming from AEW. So I don't think that I don't think that it's like a total like I don't think it's like it's bad or good either way. I think the big ones that have come in that have done very well. R-Truth's about to be a TNA World Champion. That would be wild. That would be wild. R-Truth's going to I'm the TNA. Impact Wrestling, Global Force Wrestling. Actually, he could. R-Truth as the TNA Global Force Wrestling, Impact Wrestling, fucking Explosion Champion or whatever. That would actually cook into my veins. Let's do that. Carmelo and Bliss reacted. Yeah. We took a look at the some of the reaction from a lot of WWE stars earlier on. And yeah, it is exactly what you thought it would be. It is not good. I think this was a very demoralizing loss. Departure, for WWE. Especially backstage. Hopefully no more releases. That's it. I would hope so. Because, I also want to be clear. These are not necessarily releases. These are them letting the deals expire, which is probably the most ethical way of doing this. I do think it's a dumb decision to let R-Truth's deal expire, though. It is a dumb decision. I could see the blowback of this potentially causing him to come back, though. All right. Excuse me. What else we got here? If R-Truth wins the TNA belt, it's still crazy to me. Who is going to the main roster from NXT? I think, we already know that Stephanie Bakor, Julia, etc. are called up. Ricky would make sense. Otherwise, I don't get why you had him, win the North American belt just to lose it in the rapid way that he did. But I would expect Ricky. And my thing with Ricky is, I know they're doing this thing with Punk and Rollins, and I know the end game here is the tag team match, Punk and Roman versus Rollins and Braun Breaker. I get it. But in my view, if you call Ricky Starks up to the main roster, the feud to do with him is CM Punk and Ricky Starks. That is the only thing you do with him to start off. And you have him beat CM Punk. I genuinely believe that. Because in that moment, Punk, a guy who barely takes losses in WWE, you finish a story that these two were telling that was very captivating. And on top of that, you have the chance to make a new star in Ricky Starks. Like, those first impressions mean so much. Karrion Kross, it took him 5 fucking years to recover from the Gladiator freaking whatever outfit that was, the weird gladiator sex outfit that he was wearing on Raw when he debuted. It took him years to recover from that, and he had to go in the Indies and do whatever he did there to try to wipe that stain out of his perception. I think for Ricky, it is important. If he is a guy you want to invest in long term, if he's the guy that you truly believe is going to be a future world champion, give him the Kevin Owens treatment. Have him come up from NXT and have him beat CM Punk in his first match and do that feud. Do that feud that they were supposed to finish in AEW before Punk got fired. Ahead of Raw and SmackDown is bad timing for Truth and Carlito to be gone. Yeah, bad timing for sure. I would have Ricky cost Punk winning the Money in the Bank next. Ooh, that could cook. That could cook. That could cook. Plus, yeah, why not? Why not? Ain't nobody trying to see Roman and Punk tag team anyway. I mean, who cares, man? Give me Ricky. Give me Ricky. Anyway, what else we got? I want 5 people currently in WWE to go AEW. Jesus. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Gunther, Chad Gable, bring back Cardio. I will say this. I think Sammy is probably the closest one to having his contract, at least to my knowledge, from what has been reported. I think Sammy is the closest one having his contract expire in the next couple of years. Gunther recently, I believe, re-signed. Chad Gable definitely re-signed for a multi-year deal. Kevin Owens reportedly was about to sign a multi-year deal. And then Jade, I assume, is locked down for a couple of years. So, yeah, I mean, Sammy, maybe. Okay, jeez. Triple K is crazy. Triple K is crazy, bro. Oh my god. Wow. That's a wild chat, bro. I got nothing to say to that. For or against. For the record, for or against. I got nothing to say to that. Owens' main roster debut was epic. Yeah. You should do that with Ricky too, man. Do that with Ricky too. And you know what? Hey man. Shout out. Shout out to everybody watching right now, guys. I appreciate all of y'all. What else we got? What else we want to talk about? It's just you guys keep me around for however long, unless I get tired. My bad, y'all. That's on me. All R-Truth edition. Shout out to R-Truth, man. Yeah, no, let's go down the R-Truth WWE like memory train real quick. Drop your favorite R-Truth memory in the chat. I said earlier that I really love that like Money in the Bank thing he did. It's like, I'm telling you what the truth is gonna do with Money in the Bank. I also love that shit he did with Brock Lesnar, where he was like, I know you're a big man, but the truth is gonna throw you over the top rope. Paul Heyman. Like, this is Paul Heyman's like, truth, I'm not in the match. You step into the Royal Rumble, you're gonna be stepping in the ring with Brock Lesnar. And then Truth goes, all right, I am officially declaring for the Royal Rumble. Oh man, what a bro that was. And then Brock was just like, bro, well, I'm dying. Like, he had Brock Lesnar breaking like kayfabe, just dying in the ring. That was crazy. What else we got, man? What else we got going on? What was it? What else we got? R-Truth. What do we got here? R-Truth is the only guy I got into a rabbit hole of videos and TikTok. What an L from WWE. Hey, man. Yeah. R-Truth, like, bro. R-Truth is perfect for that type of content, dude, because it was just, like, funny mini moments. Dope. We'll talk about Mox. Okay. If Moxley is about to win, bro, that's crazy. So, if Moxley is about to win, will you and Kenny Bomb interfere? This is a good This is a good question. So the look, I will never. Let me be clear. You will never see me, never ever 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 see me do something illegal like running onto a professional wrestling show. In a way that would get me banned from wrestling shows in general because I love wrestling shows. However, at the same damn time, I can't promise anything, man. Because y'all saw the state I was in at Dynasty. For those of you who haven't seen it, this is my AEW Dynasty vlog. Go watch it from earlier this year. It's in the archives. But this was my reaction to when I saw the Young Bucks come out and like super kick swerve, or sorry, BTE trigger swerve. This was my reaction to the moment that I realized Swerve was probably going to lose to Jon Moxley, and this whack ass title reign was going to continue.
Kenny. I can't believe, man. It's the breakdown.
Kenny, I gotta go save AEW.
Whoa, big on, wait. Wait, big on, wait. Go get him, go. Just go help, go.
Go at the full vlog, guys. That was a fun one. Excuse me. But yeah, no. No promises. No promises. I would, if Jon Moxley legitimately wins. I don't know, man. That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy. You got Job saying good seats. Hey, man, secret to getting good seats: buy them close as you can to game time. Do you work out? Oh yeah, automatic every day. R-Truth made Triple H mad on SmackDown. I don't think that's true. R-Truth was the NWA champion. Yeah. He was. I think he was one of the first NW champions in TNA. R-Truth smoking on Raw. That was an insane era. R-Truth came out, he came out smoking cigarettes on Raw. And then, he came out, I think a couple of weeks later, dressed as a Confederate. So that was insane. That was wild. And it was like a troll on, I think was it Virginia? Or South Carolina or something? It was one of those states that that was anti-union. Just say that. One of those Confederate states, he was just like, yo, we're the last state to join or to stay in the Confederacy. I wonder why. I was like, yo, that's wild, bro. That's wild. Anyway, but as far as Wall Street Money, to answer your question, who knows? Anything could happen. If Mox wins, I'm retiring from watching AEW. If Mox wins, I might retire from watching wrestling in general for a while. I don't know. Truth heel run in 2010, 2011 was crazy, bro. Feuding with Cena and The Rock and Lil Jimmy. He was feuding with an invisible child, and he made it work. Shout out to R-Truth, man. Shout out to R-Truth. Not many wrestlers can say that they have the ability to do that. R-Truth is genuinely one of a kind in that respect. R-Truth should easily have a new position behind the scenes. Yeah, I think ambassador role. I mean, he should still be on TV. Ambassador role, whatever they want. He is. I think he's worth it. He is genuinely worth it. He sells merch. I don't know, man. It's a weird little spot. Also, just as we begin to slowly wrap up things, I did want to give a quick plug, guys, to my side channel, youtube.com/WrestleVibes. As you guys can see, got a bunch of awesome, fun content over there. That's just more docu-style, well-produced content. I just released a nice little mini doc on Hangman Adam Page and a video essay about that. Talk about a lot of things you can see here on the channel, so be sure to check the channel out. Go over to youtube.com/WrestleVibes and subscribe. I just saw a deer run in my backyard. That's dope. Anyway, who you got, Monet and Storm? Right now, I give it to Monet. I give it to Mercedes Monet. And also, while I'm in the mood for plug-in channels, I'm just going to do a very soft plug, and then we'll get back to talking wrestling, I promise. I know y'all don't like the plug, so I won't plug no more. Anyway, but Real Take Sports, youtube.com/Real Take Sports is back, and posting videos on there. I got one tomorrow about Carson Wentz that I'm coming, or that I'm that I'm proud to put out, and it's gonna be a good one. So youtube.com/Real Take Sports, youtube.com/Wrestle Vibes. Go check them out. TKO releasing truth is that bad. You got people saying even Vince wouldn't have done. I mean, Vince, I don't think would have done this. I certainly believe that Vince would not have allowed R-Truth's contract to expire. There's just no way that happens. Excuse me. Do you think we're gonna see Luchasaurus and Wardlow WWE bound? Wardlow, I think eventually. Although I am skeptical on like the need for him in WWE, if that makes sense. I just don't know if they need another big man. I mean, but I do think that they could easily find a place. Also, Wall Street Money. Yes, it's coming. All right, it's like the dragons in Game of Thrones. You just got to give me some time. I did not anticipate getting sick. Did not anticipate the work that I was having this week. It'll get done. I promise. I promise you. When I say that you're gonna get your top 10 matches during the 2020s, and the other person is gonna get their top whatever matches, or from. Whatever. Oh gosh, what do we do? I find it interesting what the constant defeat by Paragon to Don Callis family makes their face failure. I guess. All right, guys. I actually have to hop, but this was a fun time, guys. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think about all of this. Be sure to smash that thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Oh yeah, Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus is recovering from a medical issue. He was dealing with a medical issue. I think it was like pretty widely reported, and he seems to be doing better. He was at a convention recently, so shout out to him. But hopefully he's all right. Can we get top 10 matches from the 70s? Yeah, so that video can get like 15 watches or views or whatever. Yeah, sure. I mean, I'll do it. I'll talk about my top 10 matches from the 70s. They exist, man. They exist. Anyway, but I do have to run. Appreciate all of you guys. Be sure to smash that thumbs up if you haven't already. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. And until next time, I will see you. Peace.